Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're back. Nyimbo, chilling with the one and only Dali Mizaya, all the way from Zuzu.
Yes, sir.
To talk about different things about the culture as well, and music, festivals, and whatnot. But more importantly, we want to address the issue of Ufulu Festival.
Yes, sir.
We're going to go straight to the point, bro.
Okay.
Yes. Why have you changed from Ufulu Festival to Ufulu Church? Because a lot of people have been commenting about this thing.
Yeah. So the reason is because actually it's simple. It's simple than I've been trying to make it. Last year, Independence Day was on a Sunday. Mm-hmm. So we were trying to find a way to incorporate the church and church service together with Ufulu. And so then the idea came to say, what if we do Ufulu Church? And so when we were planning it around Ufulu Church, it's like, it would actually be cool to invite other churches to do this. Because Ufulu Festival, if as a church, it's an outreach effort. Outreach outreach. And if you outreach, a lot of the artists we even invite to Ufulu, they come to Ufulu Church. That's their church, you know. And so other churches would not be comfortable with that. And so we said, if we're going to do Ufulu Church, let's invite other churches. Let's sell the vision and let's see if we can push it on. And so we did it last year and it was perfect. It went really, really well. And so when we were planning for this year, we felt like God was just saying, hey, this is how I want you to do it for now. And in asking God, he's basically made it plain to us that for now we're pushing Ufulu Church, but doesn't mean Ufulu Festival is dead. Nah, it's actually still there. If there's like the parent company is Ufulu Festival. You know, I was with one of our friends, our mutual friends, last week in Zuzu, and he was asking me the same thing. And I was like, he's also I'm a festival. And I told him, you know what? Actually, in our meeting, if we had to do Ufulu Festival again, we would actually invite you to do it, to push it for us. But for now, Dubanga guy Ufulu Church. So that's the reason why.
Ndambo anakuyankhula ndikufusira anthu amene akumva akuonera afuna so amvesese kuti mukati God spoke to you guys mukutanthauza chani.
Okay, so here's I can explain it. So last year it was a deliberate change, but after last year to now, as we were planning and praying to say how should we do it, it's been evident to say this is the way God wants us to take it. So it's not like God came to say, hey, do this. No. Everybody who went out. So Ufulu is organized by Ufulu Church Malawi. Ufulu Church is my lead pastor, Siana. And so there's
you being one of them.
Yeah, me being one of them. In Zuzu. And then there is Pastor Yami, who's the founding pastor of Flood, Blantyre. And then there's Pastor Humphreys Unogo. And then there's also Kelvin Sings is now like part of the producers of Ufulu as well. So we all went separately. And then when we came for our official yearly Ufulu meeting to say, hey, are we doing this? To say, are we doing this or are we not doing this? I think everybody came thinking, okay, this is what I feel like we should do. It was very apparent to say, Ufulu Church. And it was also very loud to say, no, it's not that Ufulu Festival that Tananayo. No. It's that we're going to do it maybe later in the future, but right now we're gonna do Ufulu Church.
Madolo, I think like it has become one of those festivals that a lot of young artists, even my artist okay, next year we're gonna make sure the vibe Ufulu Festival the sound. And just hearing you saying these things is also good. Kudi mwapasa into perspective. Kudi, what does it look like now? Ufulu Church abwera. What does that mean? Or event against the color more time, because last year it was the first launch of Ufulu Church. So people were like, oh, okay, yes and no, and anabwera and sanabwera because you know my panga remove element now we're going into this phase of Ufulu Church. So for someone who, you know, watching this for the first time, hearing this for the first time, what should they expect? Ufulu Church.
Yeah, man, change is always difficult, bro. Like change is always difficult. We've seen it with Ufulu. Every time the festival is happening, in Makari, we have to really push the communication with the guests to like, for example, Grand Business Park. That was one of our biggest changes. Also, fewer people came because that change was, I think, very difficult for people. So I understand Sintaso from Ufulu Festival to church is also going to be difficult. Last year we had Free Worship Malawi. So the guys who did Ufulu Church last year. But this year we have Baraka, we have Kelvin. Kelvin is actually in the Ufulu choir. It's like Ufulu worship.
There's a Ufulu choir and worship now.
Let me get the name. I actually need to get the name right. It is called where is it? Ufulu Worship Collective. It's called the Ufulu Worship Collective.
So Ufulu Worship Collective is this people from Flat Church?
Yeah, so these are people from Flat Church and then people from other churches in the city.
Yeah.
So we have people from CCBC, we have people from ICA, and then we have people from Flat, Lilongwe, Blanta, and Zuzu who are coming. So Kelvin is creative directing everything. So he's not going to be a performer, but because he's working behind the scenes and he's also leading the team, he's going to be there. There's people who've been asking, go to Kelvin, because they've seen Baraka. You know, but Baraka is there, Teresa is there, Paul Gajala is there.
Shout out to Paul.
Sam Jura is there, and
Shout
Esther Chiteka is there as well.
Oh yeah, she just dropped a single. You can go check it out. An album, right?
An EP, really dope EP.
Yeah, please go check it out. You know, if you love like music, even my guys please, I recommend Esther Chiteka has dropped. Go check it out. So all of these things that are happening and to Ufulu Festival. Amabanga apply.
Yes.
And then
I used to hate that process.
It was a crazy process.
Bro, Maka 500 applicants.
Yeah, crazy process. I remember when we were doing I think 2 years ago, that one. I was
the hip hop set.
Yeah, ish. There's a lot of submissions. So it is like evident that we have a lot of talent.
Yeah, it is.
It
is.
Because Gamabanga check all these submissions. Hey, wow, we've got this talent.
Yeah.
It's just that Antambili Alibema platform, they can showcase their art. And Ufulu being one of those platforms.
Yeah.
Munabanga create platform. You know, so what now? Like you have Ufulu Church, which is focusing on worship, contemporary Christian music.
Yeah.
What about the urban scene?
Yeah.
What is happening now? Are we having like a Kenagage Godi as we are waiting for Ufulu Festival to come back? This is where we're going to be looking at. Kabena Bas is just strictly Banoba focus is church, Ufulu Church. Magai Zama Abana hip hop Daimani.
So I don't know, man. I won't lie to you. I don't know. Because I think that's a very good question that we can go back and sit down on. One of the biggest ways we've done it is like with Flat and Zuzu, we have my outreach. And so my different outreach, we bring in like my guy, there's this guy Joshua Muntali, he's really talented. He's in Zuzu. There's this guy Madi Dre Amor. He's actually in our worship team as well, and he does love songs. Like he's purely a love song guy. Kuma mwige worship team guri aimbe nyimbo ya ethoga mwendo banda ejiteka. Bro, you're gonna be in the third heaven. You know, so there's these guys who are talented. So what we do is we try to say, if we have an outreach, we invite them to say, hey, come showcase your talent. Come at a greater scale like Ufulu, that I'll be lying to you. Because you're right, man. We used to get crazy amounts of application. Even when you brought them up and they'll perform, you would see, bro, Ella Njuchi's first big show was Ufulu Festival. And your Suffix, we didn't even know him.
Yeah.
You know, we heard of him, but Suffix brought him up and said, no, this is going to be my surprise act. And that kid killed it. To a point, Jody, he's been an Ufulu staple since that
one,
day. You know?
True.
So we have evidence of like, this is bigger than us. It's big. I remember when Praise Omali, before he, I don't want to say switched, but he low-key switched, you know, from the sound he was making to the sound he's making now. Amata Wimba Ufulu Guja, and people are just looking at him. Like, what's going on here? Because it wasn't music that, I guess, it wasn't relating with the people as much at the time. Like in a proud nah. It was like not the masses. There was a select few, and I remember we used to think, how can we then respect and give him his due props? Because I remember we want poets at Ufulu, but now the crowd does not want poets. You know, my poets had to have boo.
Yeah, not only poets, even artists.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so then, as things have switched, they're like, okay, how can we switch? That's when we introduced Ufulu Fridays to say, what if we give the poets their own stage? What if we give people who love Praise Umali's music, George Kalugusha's music, you know, that type of indie, Ajinelia black music? It's not loved by the masses, but the people who love them truly
love them.
You know? So Ufulu Fridays was born from that. Just okay, we're gonna give them a space. We're gonna stream this thing, invite people to come to this thing, and maybe that's how we can do it. To say,
I think something has to give. You know,
Fact.
Like as you're switching, we understand this is the era that God is, you know, calling Flat Church to push the Ufulu Church. But we should also not neglect the other audience, the other creatives that are there. It became a home for them to look forward to this place. And this year, I haven't seen also Ufulu Fridays, you know. So it is my plea. I'm speaking on behalf of artists, you know. It is my plea. It is my plea, but also to tell you creatives that, you know what, I think you should come to Ufulu Church and see it. Because most people muibanga neglect because maybe you are thinking, I'll ask you to come through to Ufulu Church and experience God in a different way. Because these artists that are coming to perform there or to do what they have to do is ministry, but at the same time, it is also art. So come through and experience it on that level. And we're going to switch now, you know, Flat Church now. You know, I pray there, but, you know, there are things that people say about Flat Church, you know, you being one of the pastors, you know.